officially broadcasting live. I am Rob. That is Kel. We're going to get this started in just 1 second. As soon as we make sure that the stream is happening, which it is, let's do this, shall we? I am joined tonight by my lovely wife, Kel.
Hello.
How are you?
Where am I looking? Oh, yeah.
You're looking right there. Right there.
All the different cameras. I just don't know which one to look at.
I know. We're kind of a big deal here. Anyway, welcome to the show. For those of you joining us, Merry Christmas, post-Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year to all of you.
Right, and I was just noticing we need to take down some Christmas decorations because it's after.
No, not until the first of the year.
No, because we need to put up New Year's.
I don't think so.
That's what I did.
No,
here.
you did that actually. Kel did that today. She actually did a you put up the New Year's decorations. I think it's nice. It's really nice. Well, you can't play Minecraft. Get out of here, little girl. Go play with your Wii, which you don't normally say to a girl very often, but go play with your Wii. Anyway, look who's already joined us. Tim Shipley, Joy Pilpel. Hello there, Joy. In lovely, well, you're not in Germantown anymore. Are you still in Germantown? I'm not sure anyway. Used to work with the Germantown Volunteer Fire Department. Anyway, welcome to the show. We've got a lot of stuff we're going to get to tonight, including mostly just kind of oddities and funniness. We don't need to see the dog. All right, show Desi. Here's Desi. You know what? If you want to get my focus here, if you want things to be enriched and cute, just bring a dog in. This is Desi.
People like.
Yeah, I know people like dogs. Oh, she looks so happy. Oh, I want to be on TV. Oh, yeah.
No, it looks like I'm just
John Stevens joins us as well. Okay, go bye. Hello, Dave Stockton. Hello, welcome to the show. Couple of things here real quick before we get into it. This is so professional compared to what I do normally. Oh, my God in heaven. Bye. So the first thing I want to talk about tonight, which I think is kind of interesting because I had to work today. Hopefully I will not have to do this much longer. I'd like to get back into radio at some point. But I had to work, so I couldn't watch the Chiefs game. All right?
I had to work too.
Yeah. So, Kel, explain to everybody what happened to you. You're at work. You're just waiting because you got to work all damn day, and you got to wait to come home, and you got to wait and watch the game.
So I have a regular 9-to-5 job, but I have a fun job. I work at Westlake Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
And so I work on Sundays from 10 to 4, which is right in the middle of football. So today I put over my name tag a sign that says, I am recording the game. Please do not spill the beans. Thank you.
And what did somebody do?
And I get off at 4. So at like 3:45, customer came in and she told me that the Chiefs won.
What the hell? What? How did she say it exactly? Was she just stupid, or was she
Chiefs
just
won
a douche?
and the Patriots lost, and I'm like, and I just wanted to bitch slap her.
Well, no kidding. Oh, what a douche-tastic thing to do.
Day.
What a douche-tastic thing to do.
Well, that's usually what happens.
Yeah.
And then her friends, they said, "Don't you see her sign?" So I need to make a bigger sign, apparently.
You should have done some sort of a victim thing, like pretended like you were deaf or something. Just said, okay, maybe not. Anyway, it's stupid. Hello, Mark and Aaron Anderson. Hello, good to see you, and Dave and all you guys. I can understand there's a point where you got to go, hey, whatever movie, Star Wars episode, whatever. It's been 5 years since the movie came out. There's no spoiler alert needed. But by God, if you're wearing a sign that says, I'm recording the frickin' football game, don't tell me what happened because I have to work. So you can come and you can buy whatever at Ace Hardware, a bird feeder.
She did feel bad. They actually just came in after the game. They were watching it. And
do you have her name? I want to publicly humiliate her.
I do know her name, but I'm not. She actually works at Ace. She works at
Ace?
She works at the corporate office.
Oh, the old corporate office. Yeah, you little peons can't watch your football games on Sunday. So I'll just tell you about it. No, actually, Ace Hardware is a kick butt company. I'm going to tell you. Here's the thing. You got the big box stores. You got the Home Depot, you got the, Lowe's and all that. Ace Hardware is still a neighborhood hardware store. This is not an endorsement. I'm just saying it's great.
That's why I work there, because it's so awesome.
I'm going to bring your mic up a little bit closer.
Okay.
Because I have a broadcast voice, so my voice is much bigger. Mark Scott is joining us. Hello, hello, hello. I just think this is kind of a new thing with regard to the spoiler alert. Is don't forget about the people who have to work on the weekends during the games. What just happened? Did the dog just knock us off?
I think so.
All right. Will you?
Oh, there it is.
There we are. Okay. Just want to make sure. Please get the dog. Avery, please get the dog out of here now. Thank you.
Is it Zoe?
No, it's Desi.
Go away.
Get out of here.
Go away.
God.
I could just kick her. She's so small. She's like a football.
Henry joined us. Tim.
I won't kick her, though.
Tim says we're still on. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. I hope it sounds good. So I got a bunch of stuff I want to get to that I think you're going to find kind of interesting. Hopefully, Kel. And don't say, this is boring, because this is a broadcast program. I choose.
I'm not going to say it's boring, because I still have wine.
Yeah, she has her Chardonnay. Kimberly Ray. Hello, Kimberly. How are you? In lovely Rochester. Used to work with her in Cincinnati and went to college with her. Glenn Wilson and Joy says, yeah, we're still here. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. We're going to get into, before the end of the show, I want to talk about the worst movies and the best movies of the year. I haven't seen a lot of them. The movie that I almost made it through last night.
I just don't understand.
You know what?
Falls asleep at the most.
I was an hour and a half into the
amazing.
movie. I was an hour and a half into the movie. I'd been working all damn day, and I said, God, I'm going to bed. I'll catch up later. It's Eddie Murphy's new movie.
They call me Dolomite.
They call me Dolomite.
Or I am Dolomite.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I forget.
No, they call me, I think it's that. But
they call me Dolomite.
So Eddie Murphy is back, and this is a rude and gloriously offensive movie.
Well, yeah.
It is filthy, dirty. I mean, it is sexist, and it's about as...
Well,
It's the 1970s.
1970s, yeah.
It's porn. It's
not really.
It's comedy porn. Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's comedy porn. I'm not talking about the visual. I'm talking about the descriptions of sex acts and just silliness and all that. It's triple X comedy porn.
Right.
And it's funny as hell. Okay? And some of it's a little cheesy, but this is a true story, and you paid more attention to it. Tell everybody about what Eddie Murphy was playing this guy.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy's playing this guy, and he starts out as a comedian, and then he decides, hey, I want to make a movie.
Yeah.
And so he raised the money himself. It cost $100,000. Yeah. This is 1975. It made $10 million at the box office.
Yeah.
And then I think he went forward and made 7 other films.
Yeah.
I don't think they were as successful, but it was just a great movie, and it was so great to see Eddie Murphy back again.
Hold on. I just yelled at Avery to come and get her dog.
I know what she wants to do, because she's she wants her butt scratched.
Scott's joining us. Robert Brand is joining us. Hello, hello, hello. Go Chiefs. Spoiler alert. No. Whatever. Just watch the damn game. We're not going to talk about it anymore. There were some amazing plays by the Chiefs and whatever. You can watch it tomorrow morning. But this movie last night was very, very funny. It was Eddie Murphy is
still Eddie Murphy. I mean,
here's the great thing about
he
this.
has 10 kids. You know that?
Yeah, I know. But the thing about Eddie Murphy was that this movie featured him being a washed up comedian who never made it, and he struggled and he struggled and he struggled. Eddie Murphy one of comedies.
I don't think you would even say he's washed up. He was a wannabe. Was a wannabe comedian. All he was doing was being the MC?
Yeah.
And you have like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Or even if that.
Well, if you're really lucky, open mic, you get 6 or 8 minutes at the last of the evening.
So.
Been there, done that.
And people wasn't funny.
No, he wasn't. He was because he was shticky and it was old school.
And then he kind of ripped off
homeless guy was really funny. Yeah.
who had cadence.
Yeah.
And very successful, and then he and then he decided.
So this movie I'm seeing from several critics, even though it was never on the silver screen.
No, it's Netflix.
It's Netflix. They're saying top 10 of the year. What do you think?
He's got a Golden Globe. But anyway, it was good.
Okay.
And it's lighthearted.
And it's filthy.
It's filthy. There's a lot of F-bombs.
If you're offended,
nudity.
if you're offended, just go away.
N-word.
Oh, well, of course, that's all the time, everything. But here's the thing. There's just, if you're offended, go away. We live in a country where we have the First Amendment. If you get offended, be offended and be joyful because you're not, you can say anything in this country pretty much and not go to jail. So what I saw, but I just need to see the last half hour. I moved my papers around. Get over it.
That's annoying.
Okay. Robert McPherson has joined us. Patrick Tracy has joined us. All right. So let's move on. And I want to get some of the better movies of the year and what I consider to be one of the best
Rob,
movies.
I'm so sorry to hear about the lovely person.
All right.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Mahjong.
Let's go ahead and mention this real quick here. Our good friends, Robert McPherson, Kathy McPherson lost their mom.
Pat.
Just a wonderful person. And you knew Pat better because you guys literally just got together and drank wine and played Mahjong. And as much as you think is Mahjong is for really old people and all that crap, it's
fun.
just a great
and
it's
she made
fellowship.
The best baked goods.
She was a pretty amazing lady.
Here's to Pat.
Cheers to Pat. We as we are blessed to be on the planet more and more years, we lose more and more people before we eventually are lost. And we lost some amazing people this year, and she was one of them. It was a really, really, really cool lady. All right, let's move on and talk about other stuff because I want to get some of the movies of the. This is just a couple of critics that I appreciate from the New York Post. And I want to play a couple of trailers, and I want your reaction to them because I want to play some of the worst movies of the year, and I'm just going to play the trailers and get your reaction because one of them I think you're really going to like, and I'm going to go, dear God in heaven, how in the hell could you like it? And the reason being is because it's a chick flick. What was the chick flick you wanted to watch last night? What was that movie you wanted to watch? Which one was it? You suggested a movie, and I went, dear God in heaven, if I have to watch that, I'll kill myself. You don't remember? But
no.
Okay, you know how I react. And
I know you don't like chick flicks. I probably just said it because I knew you'd poo-poo it. Oh, no, Love Actually, I think, was what I wanted to watch over on, Christmas Day or Christmas Eve night.
Yes, that was Christmas Eve night, to which I said, if this happens, there will be a coroner here tomorrow morning for me because I can't effing do Love Actually.
Great movie.
It's a horrible movie. It's a dreadful movie. It's not a Christmas movie. Sorry.
Yes, it is a Christmas movie. It's set over holidays. Yes, it's set. It starts 5 weeks before Christmas, and it's a countdown.
Love Actually was horrible.
You don't even know. It's a great movie.
It's what is that other stupid movie with? What was it? The one where who's the guy who used to be Elizabeth Hurley's boyfriend and had a prostitute?
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant. It was like the one where there was the raucous comedy where his wife was her girlfriend is having a baby.
9.5 months.
Oh God! What a god awful, terrible, awful movie.
That was a bad movie, but that was.
You didn't like it?
It was bad.
Oh, wow, we agree. That was a terrible movie.
Every chick flick, and it's not true.
There are a couple chick flick movies that I probably think are pretty good. Would you consider Aaron Brockovich to be one?
Oh.
Middle of the road. Okay.
Not a chick flick
Sweet
movie.
Home Alabama?
That's a chick flick.
Okay. Guys, on I'm going to kill myself, a 0 to 10, going to commit suicide, Sweet Home Alabama, what would you give that? With 0 being, I'm cool, and 10 being, it's over, I'm leaving a note.
I think a lot of guys do like chick flick.
No, they don't. They're lying. Okay, Pretty Woman was a good movie, I guess. Even though it was a story about a really rich guy picking up a prostitute and marrying her. It's just not uncommon. Now, Robert Kraft of the Patriots, he did that. He's in trouble for it. But I'm trying to think of, give me a cool chick flick. And there's a couple that I like, but there are a lot of them like, I just can't do it. What's one that you really like that I like?
I don't know if you like any of them because you never watch them. Stop.
What about, you like dude flicks, but they're not really dude flicks. They're just chicks. They're chicks. They're just movies that aren't chick flicks that you like and we can agree on. Okay? Like,
one of the best Christmas movies ever is
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. And no, we're not going to have that discussion because it's already been settled. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And we watched that the other night, and I remembered how, I was sitting there realizing how perfect the movie was. I just thought, I think it's a perfect movie. What's the John Travolta movie where he's the badass in Paris?
Oh, From Paris with Love. That's a great movie.
Oh.
I wish they would do a sequel because dang.
I think they could do better.
I know. It's so good.
He is so over the top.
Oh, yeah. It's cheesy.
He's even like.
It's so cheesy, but it's so good.
Beyond.
And I like.
Liam Neeson in the one where he gets his dog taken. It's even beyond. He is so over the top, but he's so glorious. From Paris with Love. You've got to see that movie. Good. Oh my God! You also didn't you like the Gina Davis when she was
Gina Davis?
Gina Davis, some of her movies when she did Long Kiss Goodnight. Oh my God!
Long Kiss Goodnight and
Pirates Island or
Pirate. I think Pirate. Anyway, she kicks ass as a action hero.
My half sis joined me. Hello, Patty. Half sis. Jack says if you held his hands down, he wouldn't be able to say 2 words.
I know.
I'll do this one. There you go. But I think, the interesting thing, we have a kind of a balance with regard to movies, although there are times that I have to leave the room because I'm going to say something that's offensive to her and I'm going to really piss her off. Okay.
What do you mean offensive? Because I don't get offended.
Because I roll my eyes and go, I can't watch it. It's so terrible.
You don't even watch it, so that's a moot point.
It is not a moot point. There are some movies that you suggest, and I sit there and
I don't know which ones. Watch them. If they're a chick flick, you don't. Maybe I say that so you'll leave the room.
Well, and that's great. I'm more than happy to. Maybe I should play movies that make you leave the room.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, Abraham Lincoln. That's a movie I could watch. I could watch it right now. I could watch it tonight. Abraham Lincoln. It is. Don't
understand what they're saying.
That is Abraham. People, look at me right here. Abraham Lincoln. Daniel Day-Lewis is Abraham Lincoln.
Boring.
Oh my God, it's glorious.
I don't. My time. I don't want to sit there for.
Jack, when I flipped him off, he said, "And the horse you rode in, guac boy." All right.
Oh, Paul says, "See you soon." Hey, what's the dress code, by the way?
Yeah. Paul Chappa, who throws some of the best parties in the history of mankind. We've been invited to his New Year's Eve party for a while before we come back here and mentor, or I should say, chaperone on my sons. He's having some friends over, and they don't get crazy.
He said they're not drinking. They didn't drink last year. They were fun. But anyway, we were digressing.
Anyway, Paul, we're going to be coming to your New Year's party. What can we bring, and what's the dress code? Because I am not getting dressed up.
Well, then what does it matter what the dress code is?
Doesn't matter.
I do. I like to dress up. So
I know you do. You look really cute, by the way. You look a little. It's maybe because of the lighting. You look a little bit like the Robert Palmer, "Simply Irresistible," babes. Where? Oh, he says jeans and relaxed. Okay, so let's move on. All right, so some amazing things, and I think we're all. Many of us have been on the planet long enough that we still go, "Holy crap! Wow! Look at the stuff that's coming out here in the world." We've seen, for instance, this. Okay.
Nobody needs to see that. Oh, that's your phone. Okay.
That's my phone. This is. Here, let me whip this out. It still works, believe it or not.
Okay. That's funny.
And it's
it's funny to me.
And it's either a 9 or 11 version of the iPhone, if you know what I mean, ladies. Okay, maybe not. Anyway, so the phone. This is not a phone. Uncomfortable silence. But what a large screen it has. Anyway, so this is not a phone. This is a supercomputer with the power of the Library of Alexandria times 10 billion. Okay?
Right.
I mean, the Library of Alexandria was a bunch of scrolls, and they knew nothing. So get over it. It's over. Library of Congress, amazing. Don't get me wrong. Damn. Okay? So this is coming around in our lifetime, in the lifetimes of our children. Our son, Will's 20 years old. He was 9 when this came out. So this is amazing, the things that are coming. And we have only, Lisa says you look gorgeous, although I think she's talking about me. Stop it. Anyway.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you. Anyway, so this is amazing. This right here, in this little room that we're sitting in, this is a green screen, right? This is a wall. That's a wall. It's not our.
Oh,
yeah, okay, the dogs bark, of course.
No bark.
Stop. No
bark.
barking. Oh, they got quiet. We'll explain that in a second. But all of this has come around in a very short time.
My mom thought that was our fireplace.
She's like, God, you did a great job with the house. When did you do that? Bob, it's a green screen. It's a green screen.
Who's Bob?
Mom, I said.
Oh.
Mom. Anyway, so some amazing things have happened, and they will continue to happen. Imagine my mother. My mother's 90 years old. Imagine the tech that she has seen in her lifetime, and she's got to be a little overwhelmed. I'm, much younger than her, but it's still amazing. But right now, this is the latest piece of technology. This is the amazing thing. This will be here. You will be riding this. You will be traveling in this in a decade. This is the new $500,000 LMV 496 Lazarus motorcycle. But it's not a motorcycle. Oh, no. This is...
Who makes that?
It is the LMV 496 from Lazarus.
Oh, that's just a new company.
So right now, and here's the thing. This thing costs $500,000 now. It's the toy of the rich. But this is coming. I mean, think about this, Kel. When this came out, okay, let's do this. Do you remember the first laptop we bought? Do you remember how many gigs of hard?
It was $2,000, and it was 1 gig of hard drive. And we were like, "Oh my gosh, it's a gig!
1 gig.
It's a gig. It's
it was like $2,100 is all."
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, my mom bought a microwave, and it was the first microwave, and it was this big, and it was $600.
Put a cow in it.
You could. But think about this. This is all what happens. Okay, the new smart TV in the basement was like $400.
$3, I think. And it's a smart. It's a Fire TV. So Alexa.
Yeah, you just go down and say, Alexa, turn on the TV. All right. You are. I am technical when it's regard to my broadcast. You are technical about everything else. She is a hot geek, ladies and gentlemen. Like savant, like Rain Man, but hot. Right here. Wow. Maybe not that bad, but pretty darn close. But you're really, really
love technology.
Smart. You do. It's crazy that you can walk downstairs, say.
Well, we have Alexa almost in every room, which is sick.
We have more personal assistants than Warren Buffett.
I have them. I set them all. I put them all together, so it's every room you go into.
It's nuts.
I mean, I know people know how to.
But honestly,
that was fun.
Think about
I
this.
did that this weekend.
You really?
It took 2 seconds.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
If I said, Alexa, play 5-Finger Death Punch.
You have to.
This can go on in every room.
Yeah.
All right.
Not right now, but I.
Yeah. Hold on. Alexa, stop. Wow, that's pretty cool. They're my favorite band right now, by the way. You like them?
Yeah, they're fine. They're good.
They're fine.
They're good. I mean, working out. Yeah.
When a woman says it's fine.
No, I like them. I'm just
fine.
not. I mean,
Not
for
right
certain situations.
Not right now. My niece Amy is on the viewing, I should say.
Hi,
Hello,
Amy.
hi, Ames. What's going on?
Merry
What's going on?
Christmas.
Here's something interesting. This is another thing related to history, and I want you to think about this because we live in a spectrum. We live in an eyelash on the ruler of history. All right, so the universe has been around approximately, depending on what you believe, 15 billion years. Civilization has existed 5,000, 6,000, maybe 8,000 years. We live in an eyelash on this giant spectrum. If you put this thing, and it was a mile long, we live on this eyelash, okay? And in this eyelash, we have seen things that humankind has never seen before. For instance, the planet Pluto, and I do consider it a planet. In our lifetimes, we saw Pluto. And I remember when that came out, I was working at KCMO Talk Radio, and we saw the pictures of Pluto. And I marveled and said, my God in heaven, we were the first people to see Pluto. We were also the first people to see the surface of Mars at a distance. We were also the first people to see humans, I'll just say humans, because they could identify as women now, landing on the moon. We saw all these things in our lives. We were in this little ball, and I hate to be philosophical, but not really, but we are on this little tiny ball, and all of these things we've seen in this eyelash of humanity. It's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
So the Mars rover, the Mars Journey rover, just died.
It came out. It was launched in what, 85?
No. It's been closer to about 10 years on the surface of Mars.
Wait. Which one was the one that was launched in like 85?
None of them were were launched in 85. The originals were in the 90s or the early aughts. Not that early. Now maybe the first original pictures, but there was no rover. The first rover was in the mid 90s, but the first pictures we got from Mars happened in the 1980s. Okay. All right. So this is I'm going to give you a little snippet of this. This is the life of the Mars rover journey, and the fact that it passed away in the last week or so.
Have positive confirmation of a safe landing. We're seeing it on the LTP. Very strong on LTP.
Opportunity hit a hole-in-one when she landed. The airbag system rolled into the small crater called Eagle Crater. And when the rover first turned on its cameras, it saw that the rim of the small crater was lined with exposed bedrock.
So we took out our
Shut up.
microscope for the first time and we took a picture, and the surface of Mars at that location is littered with an uncountable number of little round things.
That we're
Fast forward.
continue on to the next valley, Perseverance Valley.
Where the rover was exploring
Mars balls.
when we lost contact.
We said we're going to operate this vehicle until the day where we can't, and that's exactly what we did, and I'm really proud.
We've set a foundation that will serve as the basis for future exploration.
I just think it's amazing that we live in this time, and so I'm not being cynical like you. I just think it's amazing that we're alive.
I'm not cynical.
That my father never saw this, that his grandfather never saw this, that Christopher Columbus went. Could you imagine? Do you ever fantasize about this? Do you ever fantasize about how if you could bring someone from the past to now and introduce them to it, you know, like somebody who lived in the 1800s, and you said, "Hey, man, here's the deal. Remember that trip you made from
Bill and Ted do that.
Virginia? I know. Virginia to California that took 8 months and it killed half your family because of whatever." Yeah, we make that flight in about 2.5 hours. Yeah, and you get like booze and food, and you don't die of diphtheria. Pretty amazing. I need to watch Bill and Ted again.
Oh, they're coming out with a sequel.
Really? Oh my God, I love it.
Original cast, except for
George Carlin.
George Carlin.
George Carlin, yeah. Richard Middleton has joined us. Hello, Richard. Are you related to Kate Middleton? Isn't she like the new royal that married into the royal family? I always see it on the UK
She's
Daily
not
Mail.
new. She's been around for 15 years. 10 years.
Kate Middleton has only been married to like Prince Cherry, whatever the hell, for like a year.
Prince
I don't know what the prince's names.
William.
Prince William. Okay, Prince William. 1 year. Kate Middleton has been. She was an unsuccessful actor.
No, that's not Kate. That's Megan.
What?
Kate is the married to William, and they have 3 kids.
You're wrong.
I think I'm wrong.
Okay, where? I don't really care actually about the royal family. I think they're insufferable. I don't care about any of them. Greg Snyder, my most out of sight listener. I won't say viewer because he's blind, and he gets it. He's blind.
You say that every time.
I know he's out of sight, like all my other blind friends. And I've got blind friends, Billy Shearer in Minneapolis. Andy Stamer, no longer with us, one of my high school classmates. I've got a lot of blind friends. It's pretty cool. And I think that people like me better when they're blind and really like me when they're deaf. Just maybe. Just saying.
That's good.
It's my wife, Kel, by the way. So anyway, Greg Wanster says, is this Facebook Live transcribed into Braille? Randy Sharp, one of my college classmates, joins us. Do you need wired
my
ear
cord?
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to be able to.
That's what our son said when he was born. You're on my cord. Okay. Let's move on to something. Okay, I just want your thoughts about this. And I'm not going to cast any aspersions because, we're all supposed to look at things and say everything's normal. This is a guy in an airport in Florida, and he is apparently complaining because the people were trolling him. I don't know if they're trolling him. They just posted a video of this guy going to the baggage carousel, and this just happens to be what he was wearing. Okay, this is just what he happens to be wearing, and he got all offended and probably was looking for some sort of way to say that we're all homophobic and we're all whatever, even though we just videotaped this guy because it looks a little weird wearing this. I think that's James Corden doing a bit for his show. Don't you think that could be that? So this guy's going
James
up to
doesn't have that nice leg.
No, he has the guy has pretty damn nice legs. I
just think he wants to be noticed.
There you go. Here it is again. Okay.
I'm assuming it's a woman. It's a woman, but that's funny. I mean, can you imagine? What a great! I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is the best sighting ever.
To me,
that's the one thing great about living in the United States. People can wear that.
Yes, if you were in North Korea, you'd be thrown in jail.
But I
But
think,
don't expect to just everybody immediately think it's cool. Wear what you want. I don't care.
I think he looking for
attention.
People. Attention.
Or maybe to offend people, and then they'll make
it doesn't offend me.
I know, but there are some people. There's a thing in the country called what I call big offense. We've got big government. We've got big oil. We've got big offense. And in this country right now, there's a massive industrial complex called big offense, and you cannot offend people in this country for some reason. And if you do, you lose your effing job. Don Imus just died 2 days ago. Did I really like Don Imus? No, I heard he was a douche. And the time that I tried to write for him years ago, I didn't. I just thought he was kind of a douche. But Don Imus said something a few years ago in 2007 that was offensive. And you know what? If you find something offensive, effing turn his show off. But it should not have wrecked his career. He should not have lost 60 radio stations. He should not have lost his TV show on MSNBC. That's bullcrap. An apology is enough. An apology is enough unless you're saying something like, I want all the Jews killed. Okay, that's a problem. But if you merely offend somebody, then you should be able to be just fine. If you find a guy wearing pantyhose and high heels with a suit jacket to be a little weird, you should be able to say it. And the guy who's wearing the pantyhose should not have his in a bunch and want whoever to be fired
I'm
or
just like,
whatever.
Here's me.
Yes.
Go with the whole outfit, complete it,
Yes.
or don't do it.
That's what I'm
No
saying.
half-ass.
Why are you doing the suit jacket?
Yeah. Do it or don't.
Yeah. But yes. I don't know.
It was too much for the airport.
I don't care. The guy. Listen, in 1993, remember the grunge move, and then they kind of moved in the early 90s. I had literally a suit jacket with a shirt and shorts, but I wasn't wearing pantyhose and high heels. But
That was kind of
it was kind of cool.
what was that? The Miami Vice.
No, that was past that. That was years past that.
Miami Vice was.
It was years past. That was the late 90s.
Late 90s?
No, late 80s.
Yeah.
Larry Roberts has joined us. Scott Wyckoff has joined us. Greg says, so why do you draw in the line through then? Where do you stop and say, just read that to find someone or I can whatever. The guy wants to wear his stuff. And if I want to say it looks a little weird, I should be able to say it and not lose my job. What?
I just thought he should have completed the outfit. If you're going to do it all the way.
Yeah, why do you need to do business suit? Will you go away? We have another dog. Go away. Oh, dear Lord. No. Stay right here.
I was going to close.
I want to show you something I think is kind of funny. No.
I'm not. I'm fixing my.
So, apparently there's 3 beaches in Shoalhaven in Australia. And apparently there were some people out there surfing. And they had to leave the water because they saw a great white shark stalking them. Now, we all hear these things. Jermaine Bazio, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Continued success. You're kicking ass. He's a major podcaster. He's awesome. He's freaking fantastic. Anyway. So these guys decide they're going to go off the shore of Australia where great white sharks are common. Okay. First of all, sure, you get what you get. Here's the problem that I have. Here is what they wore on the surfboards. Okay. What animal do these doofuses look like there? What do they look like? They look like seals. So they're freaking out because they decide to paddle out into the ocean looking like seals. Now, if you seriously, there's a thing, we always talk about what is it? Idiots who kill themselves. I'm drawing a blank on the philosopher. We weed ourselves out of the species.
Oh,
Darwin. So honestly, that's a major Darwin thing. If you think you're cool to go out surfing and dress like a frickin' seal, then you deserve what you get.
Most wetsuits are black.
Well, they ought to come up with something a little different, like bright green or something, right? Don't you think?
I guess. I don't know if it matters. I don't know. I just know they're attracted by the movement.
And the fact that you look like a seal.
But don't know if sharks have color.
No, Greg.
They're a little bit bigger than a seal.
Greg is saying he's quoting the Baby Shark song. Not going to do it. Not going to do it, Greg. We're not going to sing the Baby Shark song.
What's that?
Are you kidding me?
No.
You don't know the Baby Shark song?
No. Do I want to?
No.
I don't know if I want to.
No.
Because I'll be, yeah.
All right,
I don't want an earworm. No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No earworms.
Can't believe you don't know the Baby Shark song. It's so god awful and terrible.
Is it like, what did Fox say?
Oh, yeah. It's worse, actually. It's just like that.
No, don't.
Should I play it for you?
No.
I can't believe I haven't heard the Baby Shark song.
I have a life.
That's true. Kelly says, you want to sing the Baby Shark song. No, I don't. I just want her to know its awfulness. Should I play it?
No.
Okay. All right, so imagine this, and we see this frequently. People like Sean Penn, Alec Baldwin, they get tired of the paparazzi, and they just lash out. They just get tired of the paparazzi.
I would.
And they lash out. They're like, I'm sick of this crap. I'm out of here. Well, this actually happened at a zoo enclosure in Madrid. A gorilla just got damn sick and tired of people staring at it all day long. And here's what happened. Sitting there, just chilling.
Dejal boja po. Boj, mueble se cala,
Oh,
mośnia.
boy, there's a big gorilla. Oh, okay, we never see those here. Gorilla's like, okay, he's posing a little bit. He's posing a little.
To mu uchwycone.
Oh. He's like walking over. I'm just trying to chill out.
No,
And
sir.
then, you know what? I'm tired of this. Go away. And he stares back and he's like, kind of done.
Yo.
Kind of done. I can imagine, these are
I get
not,
like that when people stare at me. Like, what the hell are you looking at? How many? I guess you haven't seen beautiful women like me before. Just stop it. And then I'm okay.
Some people think you're quite hot, I hear. Anything else?
I've been
Nope.
drinking a lot of tequila.
Stacy's mom has got it going on.
Razzo tequila.
Stacy's mom, right here. Stacy's mom. My son's 20. He's got a lot of 20-year-old friends. Stacy's mom, she's got it going. What? There's nothing wrong with being a hot mom. I don't think many of Avery's friends are going to, wow, your dad's hot.
Stop it.
Okay. So let's talk about movies. What was the best movie you saw this year?
I hate it when people ask me that. And it puts me on the spot, and I can't think of anything.
Is there? Did you? I didn't see any. I didn't go to the theater
I
this year.
haven't been to a theater.
We watch a lot
theater.
of Netflix originals.
I watch them here.
Yeah, we'll watch them here.
Will informed me that we are going to see in the theater.
You have fun seeing it with Will because there's no freaking.
Well,
way
you're
I'm
not
gonna sit down.
invited.
Well, I wouldn't want to go.
I'm interested. Interesting that he wants to see it.
Yes. Kelly McKenzie says 5 Feet Apart was wonderful. I am not familiar with that movie. 5 Feet Apart. Do you know that one? Okay. Couple that I wanted to point out, and one of the reasons why I bring this up is because Cats came out. Cats came out. And what did Will say about the movie?
He laughed nervously throughout the movie. He said it was horrible.
But didn't he say it's so bad you have to see it?
He said it was a train wreck. And he read me some of the reviews.
But it looked...
One of the reviewers said, I couldn't look at my cat for 2 hours after I got home from the movie.
Did any of them say cats need to be put to sleep?
It was interesting, the reviews that he read, none of them said this was an abysmal movie. It was just obvious that it was so abysmal.
Yeah,
but they just talked about other stuff, ancillary things about the movie. Yeah.
All right. Well, here's some of the movies that I wanted to point out, and I haven't seen all these movies. I just thought it'd be kind of interesting to talk about some of the movies. According to the New York Post, we always look at Rotten Tomatoes. Now, let me ask you this, Kel, because a lot of people, come on, Bruce. Come on, Bruce. Lucy, come on. Grab her. Grab her. Lucy, come here. Oh, dear Lord. This is so professional. Lucy, come here, Lucy. We'll introduce you to one of the other foo-foo dogs. This is Lucy. There's Lucy. Hi, Lucy. She obviously wants something. Oh, tell everybody what I got you for Christmas, that it was for me too. And it's to stop the dogs from barking and going insane. What is it?
I don't know. It's a little battery operated remote that only dogs can hear.
Yes.
And because the dogs freak out and they go in the backyard and they dog in the backyard bark and they bark, and so.
And one of our dogs stuck her head under the backyard and got her snout torn open because she was being aggressive to dog on the other side of the fence. So I bought this thing and it stops them.
It works beautifully. So I just push it once, and when I push it, stop. They stopped immediately, and then So now I just, when they bark, I just say no bark. Crazy, they stop.
Now they have a new version of this. Did you hear about this? that apparently when you're a woman and you want to watch a chick flick and not have him roll his eyes or say something like this movie sucks, it literally, and it drives them nuts, so they have to leave the room. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
So you had to leave the room.
Here are some of the
I just have to say chick flick, and then you just leave.
Done.
Or CF.
Yeah.
Chick flick.
Chick flick. Or, hey, Avery, our daughter, let's watch Grace and Frankie.
That works too.
I'd rather be in a hot box with scorpions than watch Grace and friggin' Frankie.
That's going to be my project this summer.
Okay.
You have the room.
Yeah. Hot box can mean a lot of things, including where guys go to get high. Greg says he's afraid of dogs. Kelly says that the movie that she mentioned started Cole Sprouse. Tom Hanks,
Yes,
Mr. Rogers'
Lucy is
Neighborhood.
very, very.
Yeah, she's terrible. You should be terrified. She should be terrified. Some other movies very bad. The Emoji Movie. I heard this was so god awful, and I wanted to watch the trailer, and you'll understand why this movie is so.
This is just like eating something or drinking something that is so horrible. You're like, here, taste this. Here, drink this. Here, smell this.
Or this is about to go bad. Try it. Is this about to go bad? Is this about to go? Try it. And you're
so
like,
we
what?
we know that the Emoji movie is horrible. Why do we have to watch it?
I want you to watch the trailer to understand how out of touch these people are. This is the emoji that they chose to promote the movie.
Hello. As you can see, I'm an emoji. A meh, to be exact.
I think that may be Stephen Wright from the late 80s comedian.
I think it's still alive.
Anywho, it's my pleasure to announce our first movie. Yay. It's almost too thrilling
This is who they chose to promote the movie.
for words. So bring the family. Doesn't have to be your family.
What a giant flaming turd. What
I wish
what
I would
about
have seen that emoji.
A giant flaming turd would have been much more exciting. Oh, by the way, Greg, our blind friend, says he loves silent films. Man, you have got to have a boring life, buddy. I mean, honestly, Greg, I don't want to, but honestly, hey, Greg.
I'm getting
Greg,
the visual.
Hey, Greg,
oh, sorry, Greg. Sorry, I used the wrong word.
Hey, Greg, how you doing? Visual, nice. Greg, hey, it's Rob. Why don't you come over? We're going to watch some silent movies tonight at our house. And we'll invite you over, and we just sit you there in front of the couch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start it. And we just leave. And we come like 2 hours later. It's like, Greg, what'd you think of the movie? Oh, God, Rob, it was great. Hey, Greg, you were sitting there in front of a screen with nothing on. With some piano playing in the background. Sad. People who are blind have great senses of humor, and Greg does, certainly. Some other movies, just absolutely terrible. Oh, this one, I thought this actually looked good. This is called Playing with Fire. And when I saw this, it stars John Cena, who's a wrestler. Keegan Michael Kay, who is Key and Peele. All right. And I just...
John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo.
I mean... It's got a great cast.
But if you watch it, you'll just go, it just looks, there were some funny parts. There were some funny parts. I saw this and I went, I want to see this. And then I went, oh boy, not so much.
Ready to turn up the heat on some serious comedy? Watch the trailer for Playing with Fire, coming at you now. Gentlemen, we are Smoke Jumpers, the most elite team of firefighters in the world. We must be at our very best. Every second of every day. Give me a line. What I say, and we do it now.
He said go! For a go for extraction.
No, wait, what? So we can get you back to your parents, I'm legally bound to take care of you, so that's what I'm gonna do. And in turn, you're gonna be obedient so we can do our job.
And when you do this, when you go like that, it's not helpful.
Come together now. No shenanigans under my watch.
Me, fireman. Can't turn my neck.
What needs to happen this second is you gotta watch your tone, little sister.
For what?
Masher is coming to rock your world.
What just happened?
I think the baby just broke a dog, Sue.
Good doggy.
See this movie. It looks cute. Keegan. I love him.
Oh, he's god dang funny.
Oh my gosh.
Chad Potier is coming in Saturday. We're going to have a cigar. And everyone, we might have to do a viewing party. Might even have to do a live broadcast.
Wait.
Saturday.
You work Saturday.
Oh, I'm gonna take off early because we're gonna go to Outlaw Cigar. We're gonna have a cigar, and we're gonna broadcast live from Outlaw Cigar. Come on, with my buddy Chad Potier from Atlanta. You can come. You used to like cigars. You used to like cigars.
Say no.
You don't think so? Okay. Here's another movie that came out that was really terrible this year. It's Jennifer Aniston. God bless Jennifer Aniston. She's
I'm gonna say Jennifer Aniston and Jennifer Aniston and
the guy from
Adam
SNL.
Sandler.
No, the guy from SNL.
That was a turd. That was a Netflix made for Netflix movie, and it was just.
Which one was that? Which one was
to get
that?
them.
Of course, make some money. Here's this is a trailer for Mother's Day, and I'm drawing a blank on the guy who's from SNL, but he's really good. But this is Jennifer Aniston and Julia Roberts in this POS.
Well, it's a bunch of actors.
This is a formula chick flick from the director who brought you Pretty Woman.
Hello, Atlanta. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, you know no junk food for breakfast.
Dad lets us.
He also lets you go to school without any underwear.
It's called free balling, Mom.
Sandy is a single mom.
Her ex just got remarried to like a 12-year-old.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi. I'm
Incredibly formulaic so far. Awful.
here for a job.
Tell me more about this tween and your ex-husband.
I'm sure
Ex-husband is with a young woman. Ha ha ha.
I exaggerated. I'll have a better idea once all the acne clears up.
Bradley is Mr. Mom.
Did you go to the supermarket?
What do we need?
Juice, eggs,
Eggs?
And tampons.
What was that?
Tampons.
I'm just gonna write tea.
There's Dad making the uncomfortable purchase for his daughter.
I don't know what that means.
Need a price check on organic.
No, that's not necessary.
Do they sell tampons at Sprouts? I don't think
They sell them at Hen House.
they don't sell them at Sprouts.
I'm gonna say they do. They're organic. They are organic. They have organic tampons.
But I don't, and I do the shopping, and you've never been to a Sprouts.
Why would you look for tampons at Sprouts?
Why would I look for tampons anywhere? I've tried it before, and I always get the wrong ones.
OB.
Okay.
No applicator.
What, like Tampax? Remember, like Tampax Pearl?
Nope, OB.
Didn't they come out with Disney? Didn't they do this Tampax Black Pearl about Pirates of the Caribbean? Arg. You need some Tampax Black Pearl there.
Yeah, 2.
Same boat.
I think you almost did a spit take with your wine.
2 sons.
Nice meeting you. Sandy with 2 sons.
He's from Kansas City.
You want to see this?
Oh, they were in another movie together.
But look, listen to the narrative. This is a 1988 narrative. Listen to this.
I know.
You want to see this? Listen.
Sons.
Jessie never sees her mom.
Jessie never sees her mom.
All this Mother's Day stuff, and I start thinking about how I haven't talked to Mom.
Hi. Oh, I have to say, Jess, you haven't aged that much.
Thank you.
The insulting mother-in-law.
Man, doors open. She's in a lot of stuff. She was in the.
You guys are supposed to be in Texas. We've been driving 20 hours straight.
Where's the little lady's room?
I gotta drain the lizard.
Thank you for sharing down the hall.
I drain the lizard, the uncomfortable old man who has no filter.
Can't take him anywhere.
Yeah.
Kristen never met her mom.
I was adopted.
Kristen never met her mom. This is where it gets serious.
I've always wondered, did she just throw me away?
What you have to do, you have to find your mother. Do you have kids?
Career keeps me busy.
I'm thinking she's the mom.
Who shall I make it out to?
Your daughter.
This April,
Chills, goosebumps.
You did not. Like the goosebumps before you cry or the goosebumps you get before you vomit. Because I had the vomit ones.
16, I have
I think I'm going to throw up.
Okay.
a light.
Wait, where are you going? Rachel, get out of the car.
celebrate the one day.
Celebrate the one
This is
day,
taking a little too
which just happens to be.
No matter what's happened between us, you're always my mother.
Which holiday is he talking about?
That connects us all.
We're not who the world thinks we are.
We decide who we are.
Cal's hitting my leg because she's like, Ixnay on the other May's Day. It's just so terrible I have to comment about it. Sorry. Do you still want to see it?
Chick flick, Rob.
You want to see it?
Yes, I'm going to see it.
If you want to, take advantage of the life insurance policy, take me to that movie because I will.
It's not in the theaters. It's now on Netflix or something.
New on the Crap Channel. I want to talk about one of the best movies of the last decade because there's a list of the best movies. We talked about the worst movies. This is according to New York Post, and there are other people who who disagree. Some of the movies that the Washington Post critics say are the best. Social Network is right up there. The Irishman. Haven't seen The Irishman, my son.
The Irishman's on Netflix.
Yes, and Will says it's great. Our son says it's great. And I respect my son's opinions for movies. I really do because he knows his stuff, right?
Okay, so
But
I will.
Robert De Niro plays the same character in every movie except for the Fockers. Go ahead.
I will say that Will is very. When he sees a movie,
he's a snob.
Well, I go to see movies for entertainment, purely entertainment. I don't break it down into because he knows the directors, he knows everything about the movie. And when I go, I just go because I want to leave my world behind and
it's kind of like when I go to Bonefish Grill with Cal. And Cal just wants to enjoy that meal. And I go, God, this pad thai is terrible. It's kind of like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, like here's one thing about Bonefish. You get what you know. Don't go off the. You get the crab cakes. You get the
bang bang shrimp.
The bang bang shrimp.
The sushi appetizer. And that's it.
The ahi tuna.
And that's it. Say hi to my friend Pete, who works at the radio station I worked at. Pete, good to have you joining me, my friend. And I'm willing to say, even though you have the job I used to have, continued success. Continued success. Okay, 1917 I heard is amazing. It's this new movie about 1917, World War I. It's supposed to be amazing. And I've seen it. It's all one take, all one shot, and I can't wait to see it. Honey
You
Boy.
just said you did.
What? I haven't seen it.
Oh, Will's seen that.
Honey Boy. Now, that's Shia LaBeouf's documentary, and he's just such a freak.
Sorry.
He's such a freak. But I've heard it's great. Little Women. That's what Will wants to see. He wants to see Little Women. Okay. That's cool.
Uncut Gems. I want to see that. Adam
What's
Sandler.
that about? Oh, that's Adam Sandler. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's some of the, like I said, some of the best movies of 2019, and they did a list of the best movies of the 2010s. So from 2010 to where we are now, and one of the movies that these guys mentioned was one that I have to agree. What is it? Can you think of? And I know you said you don't like
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln is one of the best movies, but it's not. It's not in the last 10 years. If you don't see it, do you want to come to my house and watch Abraham Lincoln with me? We'll have an Abraham Lincoln viewing party because I'm going to tell you what, it is a great movie. Now, if you want to come to a Sweet Home Alabama with what's her name, with Matthew McConaughey, is he Matthew McConaughey in that? I know it's terrible. You can do that, but if you want to watch Abraham Lincoln with me, come on over. We'll watch it. Brilliant movie. But one of the best movies that I saw in the last decade, and the more I see this movie, the more I go, my God in heaven, this is such a glorious, wonderful movie. And it was on this list at like number 3 for the past decade, is Mad Max Fury Road. Now, you've seen that, but you haven't seen it the 50 times that I've seen it.
Charlize Theron is...
Everybody in this movie, I'm going to play the trailer. This movie, you ever notice, okay, when you first watch something, it's pretty good. And then it gets better every time. All right?
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff to see.
But yeah, first time you hear a song. First time you watch a movie. This movie, I saw it the first time and I went, this is great. And then I saw it was better. And then I saw it was better. And every time I see it, it just gets better. It's like Die Hard. I never get tired of it. It's so good. This is Mad Max Beyond Fury Road. It is absolutely incredible. Just going to share a little bit of this. And then I want to share one other
What's
movie.
amazing is that Charlize cut off her arm for this movie and then had it miraculously sewn back on.
No. She
didn't really get her arm cut off?
No, it's special effects.
I mean, she cut her hair.
It's just
she didn't cut her
but
arm.
not the arm.
It was special effects?
Yeah. No, you can cut your hair, it'll grow back, but not the arm, honey.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Here it is.
In this wasteland, I am the one who runs from both the living and the dead. A man reduced to a single instinct. Survive.
It is by my hand! You arise from the ashes of this world!
We are not things. We are not things.
Where is she taking them?
This is such a glorious movie. Oh, watch this.
I want them back! They're my property!
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Want to get through this? Let's go!
Move forward. What a glorious, glorious movie. It is, to me, it's perfect. It's just perfect. It's so beautiful and so well acted and so brilliant, and the stunts are amazing. Oh, my God. Callie has joined us. Hello, Callie. How are you? Welcome to the show. One other one I want to mention, and this is a piece, Kellen, we haven't seen this. Will saw this movie, Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe. Hello? Are you paying attention?
I'm reading what Greg was writing.
What did he say?
He said, so when I go to the movies, there's descriptive audio headphones, and at the end of the movie, they literally read everyone who had any kind of hand in making the movie.
Love it.
Yeah, that's great.
Greg, I think it's amazing, and I've known a lot of blind people, and what you have to go through as far as the job market and how difficult it is. And trust me, I've 30 years, so I've had friends. What blind people, what the deaf people, they are the most disfranchised people in the history of mankind. But they soldier on and they make amazing things happen. And so I respect you, what you do. I can't imagine, because I had a friend in college who was Andy Stamer, and he tried to do broadcasting, and he was blind, and he was amazing. He was amazing. So those of us who are sighted and can hear, we don't understand. What you do is remarkable, remarkable. I have one more trailer I want to play. Can we do that? It's The Lighthouse. Is it Zac Efron and Willem Dafoe? You've seen this, right?
It's not Zac Efron. It's Robert Pattinson. Not seen it.
Oh, I thought Zac Efron.
See,
they're kind of similar, right?
Really?
They kind of look alike a little,
Are you
right?
kidding me?
I don't know. Anyway, there's a little bit.
Rob and Avery saw it, or Will and Avery saw it.
This movie, just because of Willem Dafoe.
There's only like 3 people in the movie.
Willem Dafoe, in everything he does. I remember seeing him in The Last Temptation of Christ when I was in college, and going, "Wow,
he's amazing."
And Mississippi Burning. Mississippi Burning. Did you ever see that?
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't.
Everything from the Spider-Man movies where he played the whatever the character, but the Goblin, the Green Goblin, to this. Watch just the trailer. Watch this. He is masterful. Listen to, and the great thing about it, and both of these guys are great. Robert Pattinson, sorry, Zac Efron. But both of these guys are great. But this movie is, and I want to see it, and Will's told me much about it. It is about the madness of isolation, but apparently also it's beyond that. It's not just going crazy living on an island by yourself. Here's the trailer.
Tell me, what's a timberman want with being a wickie. Just looking to earn a living, just like any man. Starting new, on the run. Keeping secrets, are you? No, sir. Why'd you spill your beans?
They didn't have
Why'd you
cable.
spill your beans?
They didn't have cable here. Can you even imagine? Netflix.
Why'd you spill your beans? Why'd you spill your beans?
Bean spiller. Did he say Ben Stiller? No, he said Bean Stiller. Spiller. Yeah.
How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks? 2 days? Help me to recollect.
Okay, it just looks good. I want to see it. If they just would have had some sort of like maybe Alexa to play music, that wouldn't have happened. Because I mean, can you imagine living on this lighthouse island with nothing but booze and stuff to do around the island?
Oh my gosh, I'd be in heaven.
Oh, that's true, actually. She's used to living in a house with me and our kids.
I'd be like,
you'd be like,
all these projects I have to do?
all I've got is menial labor and booze? Oh, hell yes. Wait, that's a good point.
I need to put a rope, though, attached in case I fell out into the ocean.
Fell out in the ocean, need to pull yourself back in there. Pull yourself back in. That's absolutely funny. All right, so I think it's time for us to go. What do you say?
I think so. I'm
It's
almost
time-
out of wine.
Oh, dear God. Oh, Greg, you asked what sort of wine is in this glass. Cal, tell everybody about the marvelous wine that we consume here.
Session wine. It's
recession
It's special wine that only we.
It is Franzia Chardonnay. And it comes in a glass, in a box that holds 34
There's
glasses. 34
There's
glasses.
no glass.
But here's the thing. What I like to say is that most people, the wine snobs, you say that your wine is aged in oak. Well, technically, cardboard boxes are made from trees. And so you could say that Franzia box wine is aged in oak. Right?
Yeah,
is that fair?
That's a good
Is
assumption.
that fair? Before we go, right up here, I have a bunch of politically incorrect designs on this website, tpublic.com, conservatives. They're not all just conservative political stuff. There's some really funny ones up there like
I like the Kansas City ones.
Kansas City, which I trademarked.
Yep.
Kansas City. Also, veganism is an eating disorder. War is not the answer. And buzz cooking is fun cooking. Right?
No, isn't
Buzz cooking is fun cooking. That's
buzz
one of
cooking
them.
is fun cooking? You said war isn't not the answer.
Sometimes war is not. Sometimes war is the answer. I
Okay,
should say.
yeah, I was like, that doesn't sound like something you would.
So
put
it
on.
is time for no, I would not actually. Anyway, have a glorious evening. If we don't see you before New Year's, Happy New Year. God bless you. Paul, we'll see you on, and Leslie, we'll see you on New Year's Eve. In the meantime, have a good one. Hope you had a good one. And God bless the McPherson family. All right. See you guys later.